I rented an Airbnb in the mountains. The Guestbook wasn't for me. I booked a solo weekend getaway in a cabin up in North Carolina. I'd had a rough stretch at work, and my therapist suggested unplugging for a few days. Found this place on Airbnb, secluded forest cabin. Peaceful, rustic, no Wi-Fi. That was the selling point. The host, someone named Lana, sent automated check-in instructions. No contact number, just a code for a lockbox and a note that there was no cell signal in the area. Fine. I'm used to offline camping trips. The cabin itself was cozy. Wood everywhere. A small fireplace. No TV, no electronics. Just a bed, kitchenette, and a couple of books on a shelf. There was a thick notebook on the coffee table labeled Guestbook. I love guest books. I always read through them. Funny. Little travel notes, doodles, sometimes dramatic breakups. This one was different. The first few entries were normal. Stuff like, great weekend getaway, love the quiet, Tracy and Ben, June 2021. Perfect place to reset. We'll be back. Aaron, July 2021. But then they changed. Entries started becoming strange. We heard footsteps upstairs last night. There is no upstairs. D&J, Aug 2021. If you see the girl in the trees, do not wave back. Lisa, Sept 2021. Don't. Read this out loud. It hears writing. Unsigned, Oct 2021. Okay. Weird. I assumed someone had a dark sense of humor. But as I flipped pages, the tone got increasingly frantic. Pages were torn out. Words were scratched into the margins. 1. Note just read, there is no Lana. Another had coordinates scribbled next to the words. They found the first guest here. That one actually made me sit back. I copied the coordinates onto my phone just in case, though there was no signal. The final entry before mine was the most unnerving, Knox, welcome, Knox, warning, Knox, run. RTI didn't sleep well that night. The wind rattled the windows. At one point, I thought I heard something moving around the cabin. Just wildlife, I told myself. Next morning, I made coffee and debated leaving early. But curiosity won. I decided to explore the woods around the property. I followed an old trail behind the cabin. About half a mile in, I found a tree with a crude carving on the bark. Turn back. Of course I didn't. The path opened to a clearing where the grass was oddly flat, like it had been trampled. There was a ring of stones in the center, blackened like from fire. Near the edge of the clearing was something I didn't expect. A wooden post. Nailed to it was a plastic bag containing what looked like a burner phone. I opened it. The screen lit up when I pressed the button. There was only one message on it. Sent 3 days ago. Who are you, really? I pocketed the phone and walked back to the cabin quickly. The air felt heavier. I kept thinking someone was behind me. When I got back, the door was slightly open. I'd locked it before I left. I was sure of it. Inside, everything looked untouched. But the guest book was gone. In its place was a single sheet of paper, the same handwriting from one of the creepier entries. It said, "You're not supposed to read it. It reads you." I packed my things and drove out immediately. Found a gas station about 20 miles down the road where I finally got signal. I messaged Airbnb support, reported everything. No reply. I tried emailing Lana directly. The message bounced back. I Googled the address of the cabin. No results. Not even a map location. I checked my booking confirmation. Everything had vanished from the Airbnb app. Like I'd never stayed there. Even weirder. I checked the photos I took of the cabin. Every single one was corrupted. Just black static. Except one. The photo I took of the coordinates carved into the guest book. I plugged them into Google Earth. They point to an empty part of the Appalachian wilderness. But when I zoomed in, I could faintly make out a structure. Like a cabin. Only different, longer, lower, no windows. I haven't gone back, but sometimes around 3 a.m., the burner phone buzzes once, then stops. No number, no text, just a buzz, like it's waiting.